Just 14 kilometres separate Africa and Europe at the narrowest point, the Strait of Gibraltar. Spain's shores have tempted more than 50,000 migrants to risk their lives on the crossing this year. More than 550 have drowned. Seville, the capital of Spain's southern Andalucia region, is a first stop for many newly arrived migrants.
Migration should be welcomed. In Europe, we will need from now to 2050 more than 50 million people to be able to support our public social system. We are the ones who need them, but it has to be regulated, and this has to be done by Europe.
Contrast that view with Italy, facing similar demographic challenges where the populist government has clamped down on accepting migrant boats. There is little sign of a right-wing backlash in Spain. But could such political forces find fertile ground?
I do not believe it could be possible. The problem has to be resolved jointly. It is a deep problem that the EU has no jurisdiction in migration matters. The most important legal competence in these matters is at the national level.
The European Union in July gave Spain $29 million in emergency funding to bolster reception facilities for migrants. Integrating the new arrivals is a different matter. At this Spanish language class, funded with help from the state, students describe why they have come to Europe. Mamadou Kante is eager to show off the Spanish he has learned.
I want to work in Spain to support my mother back in my country. And I have a girlfriend, and we have a baby boy there. So now I have to work for them.
My mother died a long time ago, and I have never known who my father is. So all I had is my faith. I did not have any other support.
Many of these students are children who travelled alone, now under government care. But activists say the authorities are overwhelmed, and many other young migrants simply disappear.
It is very worrying because if these kids are not taken in by the authorities, then they are in the hands of the mafia, and we do not know what their future would be.
The Spanish government is backing EU calls for migrant processing centres in Africa and investment in African economies to tackle the poverty that is driving migrants to its shores. That remains a long-term goal. For now, Spain must cope economically and politically with becoming the new favoured destination for migrants seeking a better life. Henry Ridgwell, VOA News, Seville.